Tonight's news focus: women should be given equal opportunities across various sectors. OKC to be revived, preserve Kuching's cultural heritage. MUT Sarawak and ECOS sign MOU. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Women should be given equal opportunities to be involved in any field that they wish to pursue. Sarawak Premier Dato Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg said these opportunities include education, social, economic and political at the national and state levels. According to him, with strong support from the Sarawak government, women's empowerment has been embedded in the regional agenda through policies enshrined in the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030.
That's why we have the three pillars, one of which is inclusivity. We have witnessed encouraging progress in women's participation in politics, particularly in parliament. Although I was told that women currently make up only 13.5% of MPs and 16.1% of the Madani government's cabinet, including one from Sarawak, and even fewer at the state level. And these dynamic and dedicated women are playing key roles in advancing our state's initiative. These figures highlight the need to further encourage and support women's participation in policy making and public administration.
He said this when speaking at the opening ceremony of the 4th meeting of the Coordinating Committee of Women Parliamentarians of the ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly, WIPA, at Damai Lagoon on Tuesday. Commenting further, the Sarawak Premier said that women have consistently shown resilience, courage and wisdom in overcoming any challenges they face, including leadership, education and the economy to human rights and frontline service.
More women now hold prominent positions in government, especially the senior position in the state government, business and civil society. Gender responsive policies and women-focused programs have helped narrow the gender gap and allowed women to pursue education and careers that were once male-dominated. Furthermore, the Sarawak government has taken progressive steps by establishing women's councils and committees that champion gender-sensitive policies.
Following this, he said Sarawak has taken proactive steps in efforts to elevate women's rights with increased female participation in education, the workforce and leadership roles. In another development, the Sarawak government plans to revive the old Kuching Smart Heritage OKC initiative as a step to strengthen the preservation of historical areas and cultural heritage in Kuching. Sarawak Premier Dato Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg said the program will be reactivated with the main focus on the restorations of the Rumah Batu located in the Kuching Division Mosque area.
OKC akan kita gerak semula, dan OKC ini akan khusus untuk melihat kawasan-kawasan yang mempunyai sejarah. Datuk termasuk Rumah Batu. Malam ya saya dijemput oleh waris Rumah Batu. Dan Rumah Batu itu setidaknya nak nyerah kepada amanah wakaf. Dan kalau ia berlaku, insya-Allah dapat juga kita mencantikkan kawasan masjid bahagian. Kita akan membangunkan kawasan tersebut yang menjadi komplementari kepada Kuching Center. Kerana LRT akan berkisar pembangunan main station di kawasan Padang Pasir.
He said this when speaking at the Ramatamah Aidilfitri ceremony organised by the Kuching North City Hall DBKU here on Monday. He added that the redevelopments of the area would also complement the development project in Padang Pasir, a site planned to be the main locations of the Autonomous Transit System ART station in the future. In another developments, the Sarawak Premier also announced that several infrastructure projects were being actively implemented by the state government. Among them are the constructions of the Bintango Bridge, which is expected to be completed this April, as well as the developments of the Sarawak River waterfront extension from the Bintango Bridge to the Satok Bridge, which has the potential to become the longest waterfront in the country. The Sarawak Ministry of Utility and Telecommunications MUT and the Sabah Energy Commission ECOS have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU for the joint recognitions of electrical and gas appliance safety levels, thus strengthening the strategic cooperations between the two regions. The historic MOU signing ceremony held at the Sabah International Convention Centre SICC today was witnessed by Sabah Chief Minister Dato Sri Panglima Haji Noor. Sarawak Minister of Utility and Telecommunications Dato Sri Julaihi Narawi said memorandum allows electrical and gas appliances with recognised safety levels such as SIRIM to be accepted in both states.
Di mana kita bersetuju supaya mana-mana perkakas elektrik dan gas lah yang mempunyai label SIRIM dan lain-lain yang berkaitan diterima di kedua-dua Sabah dan Sarawak, dan ini merupakan supaya ada free flow lah untuk pengiktirafan kedua-dua peralatan elektrik dan gas di Sarawak.
The MOU document exchange was carried out between ECO's Chief Executive Officer Dato Insinyur Abdul Nasir Abdul Wahid, representing the Sabah Government, and Sarawak MUT Permanent Secretary Datu Jafilias. In his speech, Dato Insinyur Abdul Nasir described the MOU as an important step in harmonising the regulatory system in both states.
Ia merupakan satu langkah penting dalam mewujudkan sistem kawal sedia yang dipersetujui bersama antara Sabah dan Sarawak melalui kerjasama ini. Kedua-dua negeri akan beriktiraf secara bersama label keselamatan bagi peralatan elektrik dan gas.
This proactive steps is expected to benefit importers, distributors, sellers and consumers in Sabah and Sarawak with the implementations of uniform and mutually recognised safety standards. In the meantime, Sarawak is ready to increase its electricity supply capacity to Sabah by up to 80 megawatts, subject to capacity of the latest grid system. Sarawak's Minister of Utility and Telecommunications, Dato Sri Julaihi Narawi, said that the initial stage, Sarawak has agreed to supply 30 megawatts of electricity to Sabah, and the amount can be increased according to current needs.
Di mana pada asalnya kita bersetuju untuk membekal 30 megawatt kepada Sabah, tertakluk kepada siapnya grid yang di bahagian utara Sarawak, dan apabila siap nanti insyaAllah kita boleh membekalkan 30 megawatt ataupun kita boleh tingkatkan kepada 50. And of course kalau diperlukan banyak lagi mungkin kita boleh pertimbangkan kepada 80 subject to the kemampuan grid di sebelah Sabah lah.
He told reporters this after attending the ECOS 2025 Ramah Tamah Aidilfitri ceremony at the Sabah International Convention Centre SICC here today. Dato Sri Julaihi also informed that the Sarawak Northern Grid construction project is now almost complete.
Tetapi yang penting ialah grid kita mesti siap sepenuhnya, dan saya percaya kalau berdasarkan kemajuan terkini ianya adalah di peringkat akhir untuk disiapkan. InsyaAllah sasaran kita ialah pada hujung tahun. InsyaAllah. InsyaAllah lah.
Recipients of the Minor Rural Project MRP grants have been reminded to utilize the funds wisely to strengthen their respective organizations and to implement programs that will benefit their members and the local community. Deputy Minister of Natural Resources and Environmental Sustainability, who is also the Member of Parliament for Sarike, Dato Sri Huang said the financial assistance aimed to support the executions of planned activities, enhance organizational developments and improve member welfare. He stressed that the people must continue to stay united and work together to build a better and more beautiful Sarike for future generations. Dato Sri Huang made the remarks during the MRP grant handover ceremony held at Sarike Constituency Service Centre on Tuesday. He also extended his appreciations to all community leaders and organization members for their unwavering support and expressed hope that such cooperation will continue in the collective efforts to improve infrastructure and enhance the well-being of the people in Sarike. A total of 10 non-governmental organizations received grants during the event. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful. Bahri. Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We end the UKAS Bulletin with highlights from the official opening ceremony of the 4th Coordination Meeting of Women Parliamentarians of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly (WIPA) held at Damai Lagoon on Tuesday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.